Welcome to another episode of Cocktails with Cousins. I'm Erica.
I'm KD.
I'm Raina.
And we are here to talk about Married at First Sight, Boston. We're getting close to the end, y'all. They went on the second couples trip. And so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. If you go ahead and hit that like button, because we know you're going to like what you hear, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss anything. And then share and comment because we need that too. All right, we'll jump right on in. Let's talk about Jasmina and Michael. What is going on with them this week?
So I was actually really happy to see them as a team this week. Even, when they did like the team activities, like they literally showed up as a team with the t-shirts and so they were really cute together. For me, the part that stuck out the most for me was the psychic reading they went to. So initially, Jasmina had let Michael know, like with all the trauma and the tragedy that he's, had to go through growing up with so many loss within his own family. She was, preparing him, like, just letting you know, like, if you're not emotionally ready to tackle that, like, just, it's okay. Like, let me know, it's fine. But by her saying that, like, he kind of really saw that she was like, she really cares for him and that, like, she was there for him in that way. And so that meant a lot to him. And then when they went to do the reading, like, I guess, she may have confirmed some things that made her, I guess, legit, the psychic. But I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I feel like that's something like that's interesting to do as a couple. I would like to do that with my own husband if he's open.
Think he do it? I was gonna say, is he open?
I don't think he is.
I don't think my husband would want to do it.
I don't think he is. I mean, I've always been skeptical about stuff like that, but like as of lately, I think I've been opening my mind to some things. So yeah.
I thought it was interesting that the psychic only read his history. Like what?
Right.
You didn't learn nothing else about Jasmina.
I think it's edited out.
On the after show, Jasmina did say that the psychic told her some things about her past.
Right.
And so I think that they are not showing Jasmina opening up because all we see is Michael opening up.
I know. I'm like, what in the world? Like, can we not learn something else about this girl?
Right.
It was edited out. So I don't know. Do you think they do it because it may be like sensitive information, like that she may not want to share with the world, or No. What you
do is pick and choose what you're sharing. You signed up to be married at first sight. You want this man to be vulnerable in every sense of the word. He got to spill his beans every week. You can't tell us one thing. I'm not.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're gonna need to learn something more about her because that's not what's up.
Right.
I agree. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I was like, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it was cute to see them opening up to each other. They're the boss in the real boss shirt or whatever. It was just nice. The only thing I wish they would do is, can they play strip poker or something like this so they can speed this chemistry up or something? Like, I don't know, strip poker, Uno, whatever it takes. I just need them to do something where they're intimate because that's their whole catch up. Like, I don't feel for him. Like, cause you're not doing anything to feel for him. Like, do something. I don't know.
Yeah, they mentioned, I guess, he had brought some candles and she's like, oh, you brought the candles? He's like, yeah, we had to continue the vibe. And I was like, okay, like maybe they are. I was like, okay, maybe I don't know. But I mean, they didn't show anything. So I don't know.
I don't know what those candles, I have seen them on several episodes, but it's not working fast enough. I need them to do something to make it work faster. Because at this point, they could make it. Like, they really could make it.
Right. They're so cute together.
She was crying at the last supper that they all had together. And when he mentioned the psychic thing and how she was like, let him know all that they're being there. She was actually brought to tears and they were actually holding hands, and I was like, okay, that's what they're supposed to, but like I need them to move faster, like
speed it up.
Right.
And she was crying on the after show too. She was crying on several after shows when she talked about him.
She has been crying about him. However,
and so maybe that's because I predicted that they are going to get a divorce at the end of the show. Maybe that's buyer's remorse.
Well, okay, so
possibly
what you're talking about. So she on the after show, this episode, Jasmina was talking about, you know, the psychic, whatever. And part of what the psychic had told her was if they go their separate ways, something about them, if they were to part ways, like what did she say?
She said that she would find somebody within a year and a half, but it would take him 5 years to find someone like her.
Right.
Dang.
But she would find someone within a year and a half, but she would also regret not making it work with Michael.
Right. Now on a previous, not this previous, but on one of the previous episodes of the after show, Jasmina was crying, saying how Michael really cared. I think it's the one where they showed the first month anniversary and how much effort he put into that date for them. And she was boohoo crying, like, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So maybe like you may be right, Katie. Like maybe she's like, dang, like maybe I should have slept.
Like I goofed. And look, and if Michael anything like me, when you done said no, we're done. It ain't no pulling back.
Right. I'm the same way.
What you're not gonna do is embarrass me on that TV.
There we go. Cancer. I think that's us speaking right there.
Yeah, no, it was good to see them. I wonder if next week, and we'll talk about the previews. I think next week is when they consult their family and friends. Is that what I saw? So maybe they'll tell her, like, girl, y'all will get some chemistry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that chemistry thing is some hogwash. I feel like it's just something to have a barrier just to say you have a barrier versus trying to make it work.
You just need to go on smash and get it in a couple times. And
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Anywho, all right. Look, enough of them. Let's move on to Katina and Olajuwon. And I mean, really and truthfully, all I gotta say is Olajuwon stay trying to tell somebody how to be a woman. I wish he would consult on how to be a man. Like,
right.
I am so tired of him talking about how to be a woman. Like, what was y'all feelings on him?
But how is he gonna say in 2 years if she's not done with school and she's talking about trying to have some kids, he's not she's not gonna be putting that all on him.
Like, you are a parent, right?
Y'all married.
You are a parent at that point. Like you're a husband and a dad at that point. That is your responsibility.
He said he's not taking care of another person and a child. I said, sir, you don't want to be married or have kids.
Nope.
Period. Like sickness and health, death do us part. Those are some of the vows that people say. Like I'm gonna need you to understand the assignment because you really right now are getting an F. Like you are not working on it at all.
And I hate that he keeps talking down to her as if like she's down here and he's up here. He's like, well, he's like, I chose to, go for my career while you guys was having fun. While you was having fun, I was out here, get my career, get my degree, whatever. I done paid off all my student debt, my student loans. I got a house. Like, what about you? Nah, you just now starting yours. So how you expect to have kids in a couple of years when you still got 2 years? I'm like, bruh, why are you talking to her like that?
But
like, you're not better than her.
Go ahead, KD.
And she was raised with a single mom. So she is okay with raising kids and doing everything she has to do. It's not that, well, I ain't gonna say it's not that hard because it is.
You're like, it's
but
hard.
There's nothing wrong with being a working mom,
right,
and having children.
Well, and the thing about it is she's a working mom with a husband. Like,
that part.
That is the difference. Like, we in this thing together. Like, what I can't do, you will. And what you can't do, I will. But see, I don't know if you guys noticed this. but he has a real bad habit of letting her do everything. Last week they was in the grocery store. He was letting her carry the basket. This week it was they driving to the couples retreat and she driving. Like, he's not ever like being the man on this show. Like, I've never seen him like just step up and be like, I'm gonna do it.
I didn't realize that drove him to the couples retreat.
Oh yeah. I need somebody to destroy his image and picture of what a marriage is supposed to be, because it is clearly not what it is. Like, that's
it's not a partnership for sure.
Not at all. No, it's very one-sided.
Very, very one-sided. I don't know. I think that he's gearing up to say no, and he's going to say no because he's going to say that she's not enough of a woman, which I feel like is toxic within itself, just the statement. But it's also going to put a bad taste on women going forward with him, because you ain't going to sit on TV and call somebody not enough of a woman, down her all the time, and then I'd be like in your DMs. That's dumb. Anybody who would be in his DMs after this, they don't have any respect for themselves.
Right.
And I'm worried she doesn't have enough respect for herself to say no and to tell him that he's tripping. Like, I know we think that she's saying stuff off camera, but I need her to say it on camera.
Right. Good luck for him. If he says no, good luck getting a woman after this.
Yeah, because I definitely would not be chasing after him. But I mean, I don't know what him and Boston.
He's a big walking red flag. He's a big red flag.
With his actions and all. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I don't know. I'm just afraid, like, because even if she said yes, let's say they stay together, like, I could see her doing everything for the kids without him having to do anything, because that's what a woman does, you know what I'm saying, according to him. So I don't know. I worry for her. I'm gonna need her to, like, again, blink twice.
Did he ever say that he didn't grow up with a dad? Was that ever said? Or did I assume that?
No. His dad was on the show, right?
I thought that was his brother.
I thought it was his brother and like his coach.
Yeah,
his uncle.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm only asking because it's like, does he know how to be a man?
I don't think so. From how he described it, I really want to say that he said his mom raised them by herself. But I mean, sir, really? You got like Stone Age views of what a man is.
I need Mama Olajuwon to come on the after show so she can talk some sense to him,
or reunion or something. She did at one point. Remember he said that she told him to lay off about the cooking thing, but he picked back up on that too.
Right.
I was like, sir.
Yeah, he was making jokes about he was like, oh, you want to show him your new cooking skills? And she's like, you know damn well I ain't trying to cook for nobody. I hate cooking. I'm like,
but he ain't cook for nobody either. They let Steve cook for them.
Right. That was a perfect time for him to show off his cooking skills.
Exactly. Show us what you know or whatever. Yeah. So anywho, I guess we can move on from them because he's just still stuck in the Stone Age, and that's where they are. All right, moving right along. We're gonna talk about Lindsay and Mark next. Where do we start? They are just always, they're having the same argument all the time.
Hot and cold
all the time.
But I see why though.
Right. I see why too.
I don't get it. Like, ma'am, sir. And she was like upset this episode over nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. I mean, what can we start? Where do we go from this?
I'm gonna talk about Lindsay. Okay, so did you see the way she woke him up?
Yeah.
He was like, all right, enough, like leave me alone. Like that's, and like it's one thing if you do it once, but you keep doing it, and just say he's not like a morning person. Like that would aggravate.
Just say he's not like a morning person. Don't aggravate him.
No, right. And then
go downstairs and make some coffee yourself.
Right.
Yeah, and then chill.
And then he makes a comment, because which he was not wrong, when he said that she was hyper, and she flipped out. I'm like,
Well, if you learned nothing from this episode, you learned that she can dish it, but she cannot take
can't
it
take it at all.
in
None.
any way, shape, or form. She can't take it with him. She can't take it with the group. She can't take it. And she was all over the place. Like that, the first dinner that they had that Steve cooked, they was all looking at her like, girl, are you okay?
Her laugh, I was like, what is wrong with it? She had to be drunk already.
Drunk, yeah.
I mean,
Probably
She
so.
was drunk.
okay.
Yeah,
Everybody's just like, okay, who is
Yeah.
this girl?
And Lindsay is good at taking low blows when she's intoxicated.
Yeah, she is definitely one that needs to have like a 2-drink minimum. And then the truth of the matter is, we never see how much she actually drinks. So she might just be drinking 2 drinks and ending up that way. But she definitely needs to know her limit and cut it off, because she just gets outright crazy when she is drinking.
So when
And
they
then-
started playing that couples game, right? Or not the couples game, but you know what I'm saying, as the group, the whiteboards. It's funny because she had made a comment about something, and she started pouring another glass, and the cameraman literally zoomed in on her champagne glass, and I was like, okay, that's an indication that she's definitely had one too many.
Look, no shade, but we're gonna show you she drinking.
Right. And so Lindsay was saying how she got Mark in his fighting weight, because all of them were commenting on look how much weight Mark has lost. But is he losing weight healthy? But it's just she's stressing him out.
I don't know. It was something about what was it, carbs or sweets or something like that he wasn't eating. But the thing,
Salt intake.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, he already don't eat nothing. So if he's not eating carbs, then what is he eating? Because I swear he's like a burger and fries type person.
Right.
But what did she say? Nuggets and fries last time?
Yeah, chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's the poor man eating. He might need to blink twice too. I mean, I don't understand.
I think he's been blinking with his crazy big eyes, like.
He do have that look, like the deer in the headlight look.
Yes. He's looking at the producers and the cameraman like, y'all ain't gonna get her. You see her, y'all ain't gonna get her. Okay.
He looked like somebody holding a gun to his head, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, they said no, ma'am. She is not. I mean, no, sir. She is not about to talk about my penis size on national television.
That's one that, you know what, in this episode, I feel like for the first time, Mark didn't like just shut up and be the bigger person. Like, he actually was like, okay, walk off. I don't care. Like, he wasn't having it. And so I was like, good for you, Mark.
I mean, he only has like 10 more days of this
right
at this point. I guess he was like, I can do anything for 10 days. Let me just do this 10 days, and then I'm gonna figure it all out. She consistently wants to talk about how much of a mess his life is.
Yes. In the pool and the jacuzzi.
And he finally said it to her when they were in bed. And she said it again to him. And he was like, you know what? Like, how do you think that makes me feel? Like, what if I kept telling you how shitty your life was? That's not a compliment. And I'm like, oh, yep.
Right. It's not. Like, I'm almost certain that he realized that he has lost a few things along this path. Although it may be that you are his unlucky charm. I don't know. I mean, at this point, y'all need to get away from each other, just so both of y'all can be healthy, because girl, you're doing too much. I mean, I wonder if she's like this in other relationships. Probably so.
Probably because evidently they all failed for a reason. So
she did talk about her mom, and she talked about how she had to cut her mom out of her life. So I wonder if she got to the point, which is probably true because she kind of said it last week, she got to the point of doing the low blows based on her relationship with her mom. Like, I wonder if she had to just figure out a way to start cutting people down before they cut her down, because the same thing was done to her.
Could you imagine if her mom was like 10 times worse than she was?
Oh my God, can somebody be 10 times worse than that?
No. And I don't want to see it.
No, look, I'm gonna take your word on it, ma'am. Yeah. I did feel bad for her when she was sick. But do you guys think it was because she had something that she was allergic to, or do you think she
was
dehydrated from drinking too much?
Yeah,
And she wasn't, she like we were right. I think we read it right last week when we said that she wasn't trying to jump out of a moving car. She had to throw up.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need her to slow down on her drinking because she
Kudos to him.
yeah,
Kudos to
exactly.
him for taking her after the way she treated him the night before.
And he was so caring and sweet. Like he was all attentive to her in that situation. Even though I'm pretty sure he was thinking like, if you just put the bottle down, we wouldn't be going through. I mean, I'm just saying.
But her vibe was so off-putting during the game when they went around, and I think the question was who would most likely start a fight, and everybody said Lindsay, and she went on the whole rant about, I have God in my heart. Bitch, no, you don't. But she said, I have God in my heart, and I don't give a fuck about what y'all think about me. And I was like, okay, that went left.
Yes, I was like, what did the Lord do? Like, you ain't even have to bring up the Lord in this situation.
Nah.
Like, girl, you about to start a fight right now. You proving them right. Like, that's why they all sitting here looking at you like you crazy, because you proving them right. Again, she can
What
be,
was she?
but
She kept making a comment about Marcus during the game. What did she say? I forget what she said.
I don't
But
know.
everybody was looking at her.
I'm so used to her throwing jabs at him. I can't even remember.
Right.
I don't know. We'll think of it. But yeah, she's a mess. I don't know. Look, I don't know what he's gonna do with her. If he was by chance to say yes, I would be completely shocked.
I would feel sorry for him because I feel like he's one of those people. He is a rug. Like he just let people run all over him, and then that's it.
And you know, he did mention that. He mentioned that he was like, because he was talking about the progression when he was with the dudes. He was talking about his progression. He was like, oh, I just want to make this last forever. Oh, can we just get to a point where we're not fussing? Like he kept saying, like his standard just kept dropping down and down. And now he's at the point, like, can we make it from day to day? Like, I'm like, sir, I don't know if you can or can't. Like, I just don't see it.
I don't think it's healthy too.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think she's gonna say yeah, and her feelings are gonna be hurt when he says no. But we'll get to that soon because I know the episode is coming up. All right, let's move right along to this last couple. This Noi and Steve. What do we have to say about them?
Annoying and Steve.
Yes, okay. That's her new name.
Yes, she is acting like a typical 20-something-year-old over this social media stuff. I mean, I like the way Steve was able to bring it up to the guys that he was struggling with her in social media, while on the other hand, Noi tries to keep everything a secret.
Well, she didn't want them to know about that social media because they're gonna be like, girl, you know you're wrong.
Right.
And she didn't want nobody to tell her she's wrong other than Steve, because it's her social media and she can do what she wants to do. Remember?
But like Steve said, he was like, you don't want to talk about it in front of the group, but you quick to post stuff on social media, and I'm telling you I don't like it and how it makes me feel, but you don't care. Like you don't even think about my feelings about it. I'm like, yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah. And she don't want to talk about it during the group, but she talking about it to the whole world.
Like, do they not follow each other on social media?
No, yes. They do. That's why he keeps seeing these cryptic messages. Are you talking about her and the other couples?
Other couples, do they follow her?
Yeah, because Olajuwon said, "Oh, you talking about this post?"
Oh, true. Yeah. And see, if they already know, then they need to talk about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, if I was Steve, I wouldn't even. I'd have been like, so yeah, we're having issues. Yeah. Like I would have just said it. And what's she gonna do? Get mad? She was already mad.
This whole group is tiptoeing around everything. Like, throw it out there.
Yeah.
What we asking permission for? Like, if it's a problem, it's a problem. Like, you might as well go ahead and discuss it, because people talking about it, you know, people gonna be talking about it as they watching the show. Like, just get it out there what your thoughts are. Yeah. And then the thing about, I like that this time that Steve kept going back to that social media. Like, he wasn't gonna let her let it go. And she was trying to let it go. Like, oh, why are we still talking about this? Because it's still a problem that's not rectified. I'm gonna need us to rectify it. Like, that's what Steve was like. So kudos to him, because I like that.
He's too mature, or she's too immature for him.
She is.
Yeah.
She really is. I just kept saying, I was like, the hypocrisy of Noi. Every time she said something, I was like, huh, all the hypocrisy, girl. Like you just keep saying stuff that don't make no sense. You saying it's yellow when it's clearly blue. Like, I don't know. She's gonna end up alone too. She's gonna be one of the ones that people gonna be like, "Who, child, have you grown up any after the show?" Because she's all over the place.
Right. Because even like on the ride home, she starts crying because she was trying to explain to him how like her last relationship, she's the way she is because her last relationship ruined her. Like she lost everything. That's why she has an attachment to her studio apartment, because she don't want to lose everything. So it's like in the back of her mind, she always has to have like a plan B in case this doesn't work. But it's like, you're not even at this point, you're not even putting in the effort to even try to work things out and even live with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand everybody goes through things, but this is a marriage, this is a commitment. Like, you're gonna have to let go of your studio apartment. You can't keep that forever. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it was disappointing to hear, because it's like you said you were ready to be married at first sight, but you don't want to give up your apartment. You weren't ready to be married at first sight. You were ready to be matched with the therapist at first sight, like, because she needs to go through all of that, like go through all of what she experienced. And the thing about it is, I do feel like, okay, I understand your pain. However, you put yourself in that position, and it's really because you were immature, because who up and moves from clear across the country to the other side of the country and don't have a pot to piss in? I mean, make some sense. Like, you got to have a somewhat plan.
Right.
Or whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah. And I can only imagine how Steve feels. He's like, well, that would make him feel like you really weren't ready, but you signed up for this. And now you're wasting my time because you're not serious.
Right.
So,
and I think that because she's so immature, she allows other people to influence her opinion about what's going on. So I know that Sriracha is supposed to be, Sriracha is her sibling and is there for her. However, Sriracha is not married at first sight.
Yeah. She was all about the tea, the drama.
Yeah.
And that's it. And she's not thinking about your life after the fact. Like, I need someone of sound mind to have a conversation with you and be like, is this really a deal breaker? Why? Have you told them? Because she still ain't had no conversation with him about her true feelings. And that is annoying. Like, I don't know.
Speaking of Noi, okay, so during that group conversation at the cabin house, Noi was talking about how she would rather be a stay-at-home mom, right? And raise her kids.
Yes.
And Lindsay, the nerve. I'm girl. She's like,
that was funny though. That was funny.
She sat there and was talking about Steve not having a job. And I'm like, Mark doesn't either. But I was like,
yeah, she said, I'm dealing with it so I can talk about somebody else not having a job, because my man ain't got no job either. So, I mean, but I thought it was funny because it's like, hold on, wait. So you cannot have a job, but Steve can't not have a job. It don't matter what Steve got, but you make it make sense, y'all. Because it didn't make any sense. So she basically want to be kept. That's what she needs to say. I want to be kept, and you can't keep me if you don't have a job.
It's the way she said it. She's like, I want to raise my kids, and she was like, okay, so you can't work and raise kids. Like, why are you? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, she shouldn't have said it that way.
Yeah, she opened her mouth and inserted her whole big old foot. She sure did. What I don't know. Like, Steve was even so mature enough that he didn't even want to go to bed mad. Like, he was like, let's talk it through. I'm like, no.
And he had every right to be mad.
My husband all the time.
Oh, he does that?
No, I go to bed mad at my husband all the time.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I thought you were saying your husband, wouldn't go to bed mad. Look, I'd be like, give me the cover.
I'd be like, give me the remote.
Hey, that too. Like, oh, you don't want to watch this? Well, we got other people in the house. Like, go watch one of them. Like, he was being so mature, and she was just like,
He's so mature.
whatever. I'm like, oh, no. She's gonna look back and regret her actions.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and Steve is calculating his cons. I don't know if y'all saw that face in the car, but I did. He was like, yeah, no, he's like, this is another con. Let me write it on my list. And
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
red flag all over. All right. Anything else about annoying Steve or annoying in Steve? All right. Previews. What's up? What's coming up in the episode?
Okay, Jasmina and Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Michael said, how many times does she have to keep telling me that she's not attracted to me or she's not having feelings for me? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to hear him say that. But I know it breaks his heart.
Yeah, like I would be like, girl, you done said that 15 times. I don't need you today. I don't need you to say it no more. Yeah, that's my whole thing. That's why I said they just need to do something to catch feelings. Like,
right.
Don't keep just talking about how you don't have feelings. Like that.
Right. And by saying that, that's rejection. So like when you hear that, like, why would you even want to try? Does that make sense? Like, I wouldn't, if I know that you already feel that way, then it's like, okay, well, let me say I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'm not even gonna bother. Like,
yeah, like what's the point? Yeah. I didn't take notes, y'all. I saw them, but I didn't take notes, and now I don't forgot what else was.
I don't remember the previews at all.
This is bad. This is really bad. Yeah, Look, it looked like it was going to be interesting this upcoming week. The only thing that I gathered was that we're very close to decision day, because they're going to where they grew up.
Yeah.
Hometown.
Get meet the other people's family.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna go. That should be interesting. Especially like with Mark and Lindsay, I'd be interested to see like how that goes, because she on a little snooty side, y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. So, and
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
I can't wait for Katina to meet Olajuwon's folks.
She probably gonna meet another coach.
Yeah.
I need to be one of his parents or both.
He said that his mother wasn't able to film.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll go to the sister-in-law house. I want to see Mama Olajuwon.
Yes.
I just want to see what she has to say. Yeah, but anywho, well, look, y'all. Unfortunately, we didn't note the previews. We just know that they'll be good, and we'll talk about them next time. So go ahead and hit the like button, because we know you like what you heard. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss us when we pop up, and then make sure that you share and comment on everything that we post so that we can kind of get it up, y'all. All right, until next time, we'll be talking about Married at First Sight, Boston, and look, we're coming to the end, so can't wait. All right, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.